They embarrassed the host nation 4-0.
I don't think anyone was expecting that. Well, it's a good thing that Gasset has been sacked by Cote d'Ivoire because of, as the host nation, how can you lose 4-0 to Equatorial Guinea as your own? You should be pragmatic. Losing 1-0 is still something that could have been better, even though the past would not have wanted them to even lose or even draw. But to lose 4-0, that's very scandalous.
I don't agree with you. This knee-jerk decision of just sacking a coach once you get 1 or 2 bad results is becoming too popular in the football environment. I don't like it. I don't support it. If a coach gets 2 wrong decisions and boom, sack it. One of the players that we are allowed to have multiple wrong decisions during the game. 4-0, yes, it's embarrassing. They still qualified. Okay, will a new coach now come in and continue their game?
I would say to me it's right that they actually sacked the coach because if they're winning, you praise the coach, and if they're losing, you still condemn the coach. What you know, a team is far ahead of you in tactics. What you do, you use a Mourinho style, and you go back, you sit back, I'll put 2 players forward, and Cote d'Ivoire was going all out. So when you know you had the weaker team on that pitch, conceding 4 goals at home as the host nation, it's very disgraceful.
Why I agree with you, I also understand Cote d'Ivoire's point of view. The truth is, Equatorial Guinea took advantage of them.
Definitely.
They took advantage of the fact that they were the host nation. They took advantage of the fact that they didn't want to be embarrassed. And they kept on attacking and kept on knowing that they would make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that was almost all the goals that came in. They were constantly making mistakes. They kept on attacking, putting pressure on them. And they broke. What do you expect? They didn't want to lose. That's why they were attacking.
If you notice the 3rd and 4th goal, you will notice that Cote d'Ivoire only had like 2-3 players at the back.
They don't want to lose. They don't want to embarrass themselves as a nation. Their fans were watching, their brothers and sisters, mothers and everybody that had. You know the kind of players they didn't call for Cote d'Ivoire? The ones that were called didn't want to embarrass themselves. Yes, eventually they did embarrass themselves, but nonetheless, I think they put in a good performance. Anybody could have lost.
You cannot lose 4-0 and put in a good performance.
It's not possible. I agree to that.
It's not possible. The score line already says 4-0. It means that performance was shambolic, to say the best.
It was shambolic on a certain group of players. Some players did not put in, because you can't continue. My position in this is you can't blame a coach for players' bad performance. They were not so bad against Nigeria. They were not so bad against Nigeria.
He called those players.
They were not so bad against Nigeria.
Well, I would say it was about Nigeria.
We get to Nigeria's utilization, but Cote d'Ivoire was not so bad against Nigeria. They gave us 1 or 2 reasons to be scared during the match now. We had to wait for a penalty before we could even break that.
They also gave Equatorial Guinea 1 or 2 reasons to be scared. But this is about... So, every team is different. When you're facing that, you're facing Nigeria, 2 big teams, it's different.
Yeah.
Facing Equatorial Guinea, who are very bold, who are very daring,
Very attacking.
not in a Nigerian team that's there to sit back and avoid any midfield issues. So, it's a very different team. So, that's why you have to blame the coach. And if I was the president, I would have called the NFF. Not the Federation, the Cote d'Ivoire Football Federation. I would have called them, and in that game, I would have sacked the manager. But
I think this is why you are not the president. You get too excited over minimal, because many other teams had worse performances. With their president called their coach and sacked him too.
Well, they are the host nation.
So they got
Still not awesome.
the host nation.
You can't go with an F and tell your parent that you put in a lot of effort.
People, lot of the people that came last year, they didn't put in effort. They just came into school, came last throughout.
Because I know in the class, everybody can actually pass.
I think the problem is because you've not come last before. Even if everybody passed, somebody will still come last. So that person did not put in effort.
The person can come last with the 60.
That's it. All these things we saw here, did they have to rest? But you are not facing the reality of
Equatorial Guinea have to
As in,
did Nigeria who drew a game with Equatorial Guinea 1-1?
Nigeria is even average. Came out with 7 points.
I kept on telling people that Nigeria had a very good performance. All of you did not agree with me when I said Nigeria did well against Equatorial. You guys are sitting here. People said Nigeria didn't do well. Equatorial Guinea has beaten Ivory Coast 4-0. They beat Guinea. It's not another 4-2. But Nigeria, we put on a good fight and we got a 1-1 draw.
Please, we got that good fight.
We put up a good fight. 1-1 draw against Equatorial Guinea that beat Ivory Coast and Guinea-Bissau. With more than 4 goals. Our boys did very well.
Instead, we are more conservative compared to Ivory Coast.
So you agree now that we did well conservative?
We are average.
So we did well conservative?
We are average.
You said we are more conservative, that's why we didn't lose.
Nigeria has the most, what will I put?
Stop shifting the goalpost. Stop shifting the goalpost.
Okay.
If we are conservative enough not to concede 4-0,
But these are the players we have in relation to our tactics and pattern of.
so go to add in-house quality players.
If Tanzania is playing,
Sesko Fofana.
if Tanzania plays what Nigeria
Nicolas
is
Pepe.
playing, we say they put in so much effort. But this is Nigeria.
Sesko Fofana.
That's what differentiates Arsenal.
Sende Aurier.
Shouting athletic.
Well, you have many players.
You want to drag me to a point I don't want to be.
You have many players who are playing in Turkey, who are playing in Saudi Arabia, who even in England are playing for Nottingham Forest. When Nigeria has Osimhen, the best African player right now, also the 8th best player according to Ballon d'Or rankings. I do not think Cote d'Ivoire and
Continue, you don't continue with this your start and be shifting goalpost. All I know is Nigeria has had a wonderful African Nations Cup campaign so far, and you must agree because Equatorial Guinea is the standard of 4-0. When you reach Nigeria, they play 1-1.